This is the Reichsbank, where Hitler hid over 100 tons of gold. Your family is in the hands of Soviet agents, and the only way to save them is by stealing that gold and delivering it to them. You'll have to survive dangerous missions and escape from over 10,000 German soldiers. The gold or your life. There's no second option.
Do you have the knowledge to complete the missions and save your family? Or will you die trying?
Before entering the Reichsbank, you gather 4 criminals: a locksmith, an explosives expert, a forger, and a former miner. Together, you travel through secret routes to Berlin. Now you're standing in front of the Reichsbank. You must get inside without raising suspicion. How do you do it? If you chose B, you're still alive. If you chose A, you're captured and your family won't be saved. During World War II, this tactic was used, capturing Nazi transport drivers to infiltrate disguised and with forged documents. And this is just the first test. You still have to face over 10,000 soldiers, negotiate with Nazis, plan an escape, and complete many more missions. Each mission is harder and more dangerous than the last. Now inside the Reichsbank, you and your crew must act fast to take control of the situation. How do you take hostages? If you chose A, you're still alive. If you chose B, the hostages ambush you, and your mission fails. During World War II, armed groups would storm in with gunfire to create fear and establish control. They separated useful hostages, like doctors or engineers, to use them as leverage. Locking everyone together often led to chaos or internal rebellions. You've now taken the bank with your crew and have control over the hostages, but the Nazis have already located you, and within minutes they surround the building. There's no way out.
You're surrounded. Surrender now, or you will be eliminated.
What will you do? If you chose B, you stay alive. If you chose A, you get shot immediately. As happened in Lyon, 1944, the resistance took over a Nazi bank and barricaded with hostages to negotiate. Without that protection, they were almost always killed. Once we're barricaded inside the bank with the hostages, we block all access points and set up MG-42 machine guns at the windows. We have the gold, but the Gestapo won't let us escape and wants to negotiate.
Hand over the gold and end this without any more bloodshed.
What will you do? If you chose A, you stay alive. If you chose B, you'll end up betrayed. Faking negotiations was used to distract the Nazis and buy valuable time to escape, just like partisans did in Greece in 1944. On the other hand, handing over the gold weakened your position. The Nazis often betrayed anyway, but without hostages or gold to protect you. You've been holed up for hours. The Gestapo is ready to storm in, but they haven't yet, because you have the bank director. That's your most valuable card.
Hand over the director, and we'll consider giving you more time.
What do you do? Handing over the director buys you time and prevents an immediate assault. Refusing only angers the Gestapo, who then acts with extreme violence. After handing over the director, the Gestapo breaks the agreement and steps up the pressure. You're still holed up, but the locksmith found a tunnel that connects to the sewers and the Gestapo doesn't know about it.
We're giving you 3 hours to surrender and come out, or we'll storm in by force.
How do you react to the final countdown? If you chose B, congratulations, you're more than 50% complete, and your family is getting closer to being saved. Sewers were usually used to escape, and explosives didn't work. The noise alerted the Nazis, could cause collapses, and reveal your position. Avoiding that increased the chances of escaping alive. You've cleared the tunnel, and now you have only 2 hours left to get the loot out before the Gestapo arrives with over 10,000 soldiers. Which method would you use to move the loot without problems? Congratulations, if you chose A, you're just steps away from saving your family. In 1945, Berlin, gold bars were successfully moved through tunnels using wheelbarrows. Trying to float the gold on wooden boards was a method used sometimes, but it almost always failed. The weight sank the boards, and the loot was lost underwater. 3 hours have passed. The Gestapo has stormed in with over 10,000 soldiers. They searched everywhere but only found the hostages. You and your group have escaped through the sewers with the loot.
It can't be. Close all the borders. Over 10,000 soldiers and German shepherd dogs are hunting them down.
What do you decide to do to throw off your scent? If you chose B, you've successfully hidden from the Germans for now. You're just one mission away from saving your family and earning your freedom. In the Warsaw Ghetto, resistance fighters used salt and charcoal to neutralize body odor and confuse the dogs. Burning gasoline, on the other hand, often backfired. The smoke attracted attention, and the fumes could be deadly. After days on the run, you finally lose the soldiers and hide out on a farm near the border. The gold is safe, but you can't move another step without documentation. You must secure forged papers to cross and reach the Soviets.
Anyone without papers will be arrested or executed.
Your companion, a forgery expert, must choose how to create the documents. What method will they use? Let me tell you, if you chose A, you've saved your family. Stealing official ink and replicating stamps using special paper allowed forged passports to easily pass inspections. The spy Eddie Chapman used this exact method to infiltrate Nazi Germany. On the other hand, using homemade ink and drawing stamps by hand often led to smudged or clearly fake documents, and the Gestapo spotted them instantly. This wasn't just a game. It was a test to challenge your knowledge of the Nazis and their real strategies. Every correct decision you made was based on true events, used by soldiers, spies, and civilians during World War II. If you've made it this far, you're now one of those who know the tactics they never told you about. How far did you get this time? Tell me in the comments, and get ready for the next mission.